California insurance is a topic. This is exciting. Um, it's, I guess it's more mainstream now, the LA fire, Palisades, and they brought up the idea that a lot of these people may not have had insurance at the time or had their insurance canceled. This, that, and the other thing. This has been going on in California since the BLM riots. After the state, at least here, sanctioned this criminal activity where people can go and burn things down, and after they sanctioned theft of up to $900 something is no longer criminal, basically the insurance companies have to eat it. So if you had a large chain and you're taking a loss, that might help your taxation a little bit, but basically if things are getting stolen, and these businesses are insured. They have, theft, burglary, fire, all this kind of liability insurance. And so in many cases, the insurance companies are eating it. And I'm no fan of I'm not an apologist for insurance companies, but I'll speak specifically about California, where insurance companies are for profit. That's a business. They're not into losing money. And so they're like, well, wait a minute. You're allowing people to steal from my customer. My customer could get in trouble if he tries to stop the theft. Therefore, he's standing back, letting it happen, and then sending me the bill. Insurance companies don't play like that. So what they've done over the past several years, our family business, they got a letter that says, okay, in a matter of 90 days or 66 months, whatever it was, we're no longer insuring you. We're just not doing business in California anymore. And so our agent comes in and says, okay, well, it took about 3-4 months to find someone else to insure our business. Now I have a rental property. I have a house that I have insured. They just raised the rates about $1,000, about $1,000 several years ago. We're just raising the rates. We're not paying for all this. You are. So they passed it comes back to the consumer in the end. But anyhow, I got a truck I'm looking at. It's a 1966 Ford F-350. I've had it insured through one company forever. No, we're not insuring those anymore. Or we're going to send you to another insurer, let's say for basic PLPD, whatever they call it. Not full auto insurance, but for sure to insure this truck was about $400 or $500 a year. This new company will do it for $2,500 a year. You see, may not be worth $2,500. So I had to go. I went out of state and found something else. I got it insured. But this has been going on in California for quite some time, because our culture is so messed up, and it is sanctioned by the state government allowing it, and insurance companies are having to eat the expenses of all this stuff. That's what caused all this. Now, maybe you have, like in the LA thing, we're not going to insure those houses because they're in a fire zone or a flood zone or an earthquake crack in the ground or whatever the case is. Yeah, they have that option to do that. They're not obligated to go out of business with you in your situation. And then people look to the government to fix it. The government's the one that screwed it up. Now they're looking to the government. Well, Gavin needs to, it's just a waste. So this is just mismanagement, bad governance. I mean, the culture, it's probably everywhere now, but the culture here in California amongst certain groups just took people that were marginal and made them absolutely worthless. I mean, anytime we've had people in our business come in, grab stuff, and walk right out. And nothing you can do, because a lot of them would like you to do something. Now you're going to be sued. Now you're in liability court. So it's just a very bad situation. And all of those types of things that the government here has allowed, which is criminal, are liabilities upon something like an insurance company. And they're like, hey, wait, we can't do any business here. We're going to get sued. First of all, we have to pay for the destruction of a building that never should have been burned. You should have stopped that. We have to pay for the theft. And if our customer does something about it, he gets sued and the liability insurance kicks in. The insurance company says, I'm paying for all this. I have to pay for all this. No, we're not going to do business here anymore. But anyhow, that's the California interest. I said I'm not an apologist for insurance companies. Oh, big bad corporate insurance. I hate having to have insurance, but you can't expect a business. You can't sit there trying to put a business out to affect them in such a way where they're just not going to say, "Hey, we're going to take the ball and go home. We're not going to play this game anymore." And that's what it's taken several years, but that's what they've driven to in California. And I don't see a lot of these like Allstate or whatever. We had one account with them. We had another one with another big name, and they've said, "Oh, we're not sure you anymore," just because we're in California, not because we did anything wrong. We're doing the same, but we actually said, "Hey, is there something we could do? Can we alter or change our business in order to continue with this insurance? Is there something we need to do? Maybe we need to change something, add a fire extinguisher, whatever the thing is." They said, "Yeah, you leave the state. You're in the wrong state." Agent told us you're in the wrong place. So it's not a surprise to us because we've watched this happening. We just didn't know how bad it would get. But now with this fire in LA, people, oh my God, the insurance companies are to profit, so they're gonna cancel them. Well, they didn't know this fire was coming. You can't say that that's they'll make a big thing out of it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of insurance companies, but I did the same thing. I'm not going to insure a $10 million home that probably can't be built today for 15. And that's in some kind of fire zone or earthquake. I'm not going to do that. We'll go to the Midwest or something. We'll share some cheaper houses or whatever. But they'll make a thing out of it. It's big bad insurance company. This, like I said, I'm no fan, but it's the state that did all this. And even not just Gavin Newsom. He's not the origin of all this. He just picked up the ball and ran with it. This all started with Jerry Brown, who was before Gavin Newsom. And Gavin, the taxes on the gas and all this kind of just completely crazy stuff. He started the nothing's a crime under $900 and all this kind of stuff. And then Gavin Newsom just picked it up and kept going with it. Let's see. Another thing too, and this will cost Gavin Newsom. Anytime you hear someone on the left, like a Hillary or a Gavin Newsom or these crazy people, and they get on television or they get on your screen and they say something completely ridiculous. I can't believe he just said, he's admitting that. They're not talking to you. They're talking to the existing people that are their base. A lot of wackos. And that's to keep them on the team, keep them on the train. They say sometimes they'll just say some of the most ridiculous. Why would they say that? Look at this confirmation hearing they got to do for this. That's all theater. But they come out some outlandishly stupid stuff, look ridiculous, and they know this because it just keeps their people. Look, I went to bat for you. I went and said all these stupid things, completely humiliating myself as a man or woman for my base, and the base stays strong and clicks to them because they've got their number. See, just like the same groups of manipulators, they got our number. They know what drives us. And so it's a truly sick system. Enjoy. Love you. God bless.